Namaskar and welcome to the news for Hearing Impaired, the top stories. One BSF Jawan martyred while another Jawan along with the two Rashtriya Rifles Jawans injured in a terrorist attack on Army and BSF camps in Baramulla in Jammu and Kashmir. Two terrorists have also been reportedly gunned down during the operation. The Indian Army's Northern Command confirmed on Twitter that Baramulla incident situation is contained and under control. NSA closely monitoring the situation. NSA Ajit Doval and BSF DG KK Sharma have briefed the Home Minister about the attack. Massive search and combing operations are currently on by the army. The attack comes barely 4 days after the Indian Special Forces smashed 7 terror launch pads during a surgical strike across the line of control. And as part of the centre's outreach to Jammu and Kashmir, Home Minister Rajnath Singh is on a 2-day visit to Leh and Kargil region today to interact with a cross-section of people. He will interact with representatives of political parties, social organizations and individuals to seek their views on the present situation in the state. Rajnath Singh has led an all-party delegation to Srinagar and Jammu on September 4th and 5th. The leaders of the various political parties met over 400 people who came in 50 different delegations representing various sections of society in Jammu and Srinagar. A new petition filed on the official UK Parliament website calling on Britain to strongly condemn Pakistan for providing a safe haven for terrorists today crossed the threshold of 10,000 signatures, making it incumbent upon the UK government to respond to it. The petition titled UK government to strongly condemn Pakistan or providing safe haven for terrorists has now crossed the number of signatures required to make it incumbent upon the UK government to respond to it. But the aim is to gather as many as 100,000 signatures by March 29, 2017, the deadline, so that the issue has to be considered for a parliamentary debate in the House of Commons. Earlier, a petition to designate Pakistan a state sponsor of terrorism was also filed in White House, which gained a record 500,000 signatures, while times the number needed to get a response from the Obama administration. India has achieved a milestone on Sunday with the ratification of Paris Agreement on climate change, becoming 62nd nation to do so, keeping its commitment to ratify the agreement on Gandhi Jayanti, the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Indian delegation deposited its instrument of ratification of the climate change to the United Nations. Paris Agreement was adopted by 185 nations last year on December 12th, and India signed it in New York on April 22nd this year. A total of 191 countries have signed the Paris Agreement so far, with the momentum gathering and willingness expressed by several other countries to ratify the deal before the end of this year. It is expected that the agreement will enter into force soon and give a thrust to the global actions to address climate change. Prime Minister Modi has said that India is committed to do everything possible to mitigate climate change. Soon after India ratified the Paris deal, the Prime Minister tweeted saying, "Care and concern towards nature is integral to the Indian ethos." World leaders have lauded India for ratifying the Paris Agreement on climate change, congratulating India on joining Paris Agreement. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon spokesperson said India's leadership is building on continued strong political momentum from Paris for urgent global action on climate change. US President Barack Obama complimented Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying he and people of India are carrying on the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi, who believed in a world worthy of our children. France also congratulated India for ratifying the deal and terming it a big step forward. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said India has not attacked any country and neither it is hungry to grab anyone's land, yet thousands of Indians sacrificed their lives for the cause of global peace. Speaking after inaugurating Pravasi Bharatiya Kendra in New Delhi, Prime Minister Modi said humanity is a principal inspiration for India and the world has acknowledged this. Speaking about Indian diaspora, PM said Indian community all over the world is a strength that can convert brain drain to brain gain. He said, let us view the diaspora not only in terms of numbers but see it as a power. Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, will be the chief guest on Republic Day next year. He has accepted India's invitation for the Republic Day ceremony 2017. This indicates the support of Gulf countries for India's fight against terrorism. The development also signals further isolation of Pakistan. It is a recognition of the inherent strength and resilience of the Indian economy and the fact that it is doing exceedingly well at a time of global economic slowdown. Development is also a recognition of Prime Minister Modi's global stature. Visit of Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi is expected to further deepen the strategic partnership between India and UAE. In sports news, India's Deepa Gawale has clinched silver medal in the women's single long ho quin Wobinom event in the 5th Asian Beach Games at Da Nang in Vietnam. Deepa lost to Manik Trisna of Indonesia by scoreline 267 to 275 points to settle for a silver yesterday. Host Vietnam and Japan secured the third place with 261 points. Wobinom, which is a Vietnamese art, is a combination of events without and with weapons. Both attack and defense techniques are trained as well as forms combat and traditional Vietnamese wrestling. Indian delegation has so far bagged 21 medals, including 1 gold, 4 silver, 16 bronze. And with that, we are wrapping up this edition of News for Hearing Impaired. Thanks for tuning in. Namaskar.